Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my comic book hauls. This time it's episode 191, and boy have I got a banger of a haul this time. On the 24th of July, I headed down to the local car boot, and the legend was there. The return of Tony, car boot comic book Tony, and he just got a new collection in, and he let me have a good look through, and you know how Tone works. Cheap as chips, pound a buck. I'm excited to bring this all to you guys. This is the first of two hauls coming from Tony. But before we continue, if I could perhaps ask you for a subscription, a like, a share, a comment, ding that bell for notifications. It all really helps my low grade productions. Okay guys, so like I said, headed down to the car boot and I've done pretty well. It's been reopened now, best part of a year. I've been picking up one or two nice books. Probably the pick of them of late was the first two copies of the first cover appearance of Mary Jane Watson, ASM. Yeah, early book, and I paid just £1 for them. I'm a bargain budget hunter, as you know. Before we continue, forgot about this one. If you follow my channel, my son drew a picture of Venom last time. Well, he also likes a bit of Star Wars, hence the shirt. And he drew Ahsoka. Yeah. My son, Zach, as you know, is a big chess player, 11 years of age, but he also likes to do his drawings. Okay, let's get into the books, like I said. So, a lot of books here, guys. First up, I noticed he had a couple of like graphic novels on the floor in front of the car, and picked up these. First up, we're going to start small as always and work our way through. This is Batman: Death of the Family. This wasn't £1, this one from Tone. This was a good old £2. But there's money to be made there. It's easily £5 plus on eBay. Great storyline. It's an all four collector's item issues in one volume. I've got one or two of those books in my PC. And then another one I picked up for £2. This is the last of the £2. Then we're getting into the quid books, the £1 book. And another copy. This I think this is a UK version, but this is Batman: Killing Joke. £2. Prestige format. Can't go wrong. Now into the comics themselves. Anytime I find Bronze Age issues, I'm going to snag them up for £1. And especially if they're in decent nick. This is a nice little run of Black Hawk I found from Tony. Yeah, he opened up the boot of the car and there were books everywhere. Fill your boot, Daz. First up, Black Hawk issue 244. This is basically the new team appearance of the Black Hawks. I remember Steven Spielberg was attached at one point to produce a movie based on the Black Hawks. And of course, James Gunn's taken over now. We'll see where it goes. But I feel like we could see all the past characters. Issue 245. Like I say, £1 a book. I've put these on a little lot. It's currently on eBay. I'm having to make this video quicker than I thought because I've just sold a couple of these books in this haul. Issue 246. Some striking covers. Those 30 centers. 248. And finally, 249. So, up next, got an indie book. Yeah, he had a short box of comics in the back of his car, and yep, I dug in. Don't see this book too often. Happy to snag it. This is American Flag, issue number 1. Around about an £8 to £10 book. This is a story where a former TV star fights corruption in a bleak future. Eclipse Comics. Oh, sorry, not Eclipse. First Comics. Get it right. And then this one has been in the top 20s last few months on and off. And this character is one of my favourite characters when it comes to the DC Comics. I've actually got 2 copies of his first appearance in my PC. This is a great book. and it comes from 1985. This is Dead Man, issue number 1, the first solo titled series featuring Dead Man, reprinted stories. And basically it's a reprint of his first appearance. Of course, that first appearance came in Strange Adventures, issue 205. I've got 2 copies of that. One I paid about £80 for, I think, on eBay, and the other one just a tenner in a local gaming shop. But that one stays in the PC because I'm a Dead Man fan. And then I found a nice little run of the Defenders. First up, we've got Defenders issue 52. And this book is the first appearance of Presence, a Russian scientist and father of Darkstar and Vanguard of the Winter Guard. Nice presenting book. Money to be made there. I've had watchers on these Defenders books. And then I just picked up a nice presenting newsstand scent copy of issue 63. Another great cover. And then issue 66. Boom, that's a nice one. First appearance of Sava, aka Roseva, a Valkyrie. And first appearance of Aloris, the Unmerciful. Crikey, I need my glasses. Yeah, I wear glasses now, past the 50 mark. £1 for that one, of course. Issue 89. And this is the origin of Hellcat, Patsy Walker. Specifically, her long history in Marvel's romance comics explained as fictional stories written by her mother. Yeah, this is the first appearance of her mother. And we saw Dorothy Walker in the Jessica Jones TV show. So I was delighted to add this because Jessica Jones is my favourite female character. And it's probably my favourite Marvel show to date. There's a profanity panel in this issue as well. A cartoon rabbit is holding a box of cereal with the word S-H-I-T on it. And this was missed by the editors. And then we have a nice one here. This is issue 106, I believe. And this is the first appearance of Brunhild in her own body after centuries under the Enchantress. Moving on, there's a ton of books here, guys, and there's some winners, trust me. Next, I found a couple of nice presenting Atlas #1s. And if you remember a long time ago, there was big talk of they were going to make an Atlas Comics universe. Well, first up, we've got Target, issue #1. And this is the first appearance of John Target, a former FBI agent turned one-man army after the slaying of his family. So basically, a version of the Punisher. £1. And these books are all £10 plus. And then I've got Blazing Battle Tales featuring Sergeant Hawk, issue #1. This is the first appearance of Sergeant Hawk, a character modelled after Sergeant Nick Fury. And sticking with war books, I came across the run of Nam. Never seen Nam issue #1 before. £1. That's an easy £8 to £10 book. Not easy to find some of these early and late Nams. So I found a very late one. And this is Nam. And this is issue 82. Very low printed. This comes from 1993. Towards the end of the run. That is one of the books that I've just sold for some good profit. And including in that Nam run, we've got issue 82. Very scarce second to last issue. All these Nam books in the 70, they start in round about the issue 70 to the end. They all garner double figures. And I've added this one to the PC actually because I found the final issue. And this one on a good day can go round about 30 quid. Yes, the scarce final issue of Nam, which is issue 84. £1. Boom. Moving on, and this is an absolutely fantastic cover. The Punisher, issue 224. This is again very low printed, and in fact there's only 22,323 copies of this issue. Easily £30 book. And then I finally found some of these books. I've been looking for these every time I go out on the hunt, and I was delighted to finally pick up Longshot, issue number 1. Yeah! First appearance of Longshot, first appearance of Spiral, first appearance of the Mojoverse, first appearance of Magog, and first appearance of Quark. Now, Longshot, Spiral, and the Mojoverse, of course, we've had in animated form. I remember seeing it several times. Great book, pricey book on its good day, around about £20 plus currently. To go with Longshot number 1, we got the other big book from the run, issue number 3, and the first appearance of Mojo, an interdimensional being whose race was driven insane by TV signals from the Marvel 616 universe. Where did we last see him? Of course, it was the Marvel X-Men 97, wasn't it? Animated series. It's the first appearance of the Spineless Ones as well, the alien race. First appearance of Arthur Adams, Mojo's brain trust. And first appearance of Jinx, who's Theo. And great book again, pricey book again, £20 plus on a good day. Then, to wrap things up, guys, we're going to go with some Spider-Man books. Yeah, I found some Spidey books as well. First up, another copy of Superior Spider-Man, issue number 1. This comes from 2013. It can go upwards of around about 8 to 10 on a good day. First solo title with Otto Octavius as Spider-Man, Peter Parker. I have that one in my PC and it is signed, I believe. Won it from Joker 68. This was a nice book. Been looking for this one as well. I ummed about keeping it in the PC, but it's been listed. This is Stan Lee meets Spider-Man. Yep, Stan Lee meets the Amazing Spider-Man, guys. And this is the anniversary of Stan Lee's 65th year employed at Marvel. I remember when Stan Lee passed, this book was on absolute fire. Stories that integrate Stan Lee with Spider-Man in various adventures. Still on a good day, upwards of £15. And then I found a run of Amazing Spider-Man. Not the first one, not the first volume, sadly, but still a good volume. And first up, we have Amazing Spider-Man. And this is issue number 1. Yep. It's a great book, guys. It's the first cameo appearance of Cindy Moon. Yeah, as we know, Cindy Moon has been long speculated to be arriving in her own feature film at some point as Silk. But Cindy Moon has actually appeared in the MCU. She's one of Tom Holland's Spider-Man's classmates. And in this issue, she is, like I said, just Cindy Moon. She later becomes Silk. But there's also the first appearance of Clash in this issue. Clash. I've had 2 or 3 of these in the past. Always made good coin on it. On a good day, £10 book still. This one's added to the PC because I found the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 2. Second cameo appearance of Cindy Moon. Multiple panels of the character from behind and a brief display of having powers. Producing a web organically. It's also why I like this book. The first appearance and death of Francine Fry, later resurrected as Elektra. And we've seen that character in animated form before now. Nice pickup. And at any time somebody makes it onto the screen, I'm all over that kind of book. And talking of on screen, I've just recently watched The Crow at the cinema. I went in with no expectations because I could barely remember the original, if I was to be honest. But I was impressed. Yeah, it petered out a little bit towards the end, but there were some real good fight scenes in it, gore. and it's a rare 18 that you get at the cinema. So give it a watch. I give it around about 6.5, 7 out of 10. You know, I'm not in a hurry to watch it again, but I was entertained. So that was issue number 2. Now, what did I have next for £1? Well, it was a pretty good one, to be fair. It was Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 4. Yeah, the legend Tony delivered once again. This is the first full appearance of Silk, a Korean-American girl who was bitten by the same radioactive spider as Peter Parker. And just a great book, a pricey book. You'll do well to get this one under about 60 quid. I think this is the 3rd copy I've had of this one. I think I sold one before at a car boot for some good coin. Got this one listed on eBay. Most of these books are listed. If they're not bagged and boarded, guys, they are fair game. And then from issue 4, finally managed to find issue 5 and add to the PC. The 2nd appearance of Silk and full cover appearance. Yeah. First appearance of the Goblin King as well, Phil Ulrich, formerly the Goblin Knight. And the hits just kept coming, guys, because up next, for £1, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 9. This is the 2015 run, the 2nd appearance of Spider-Gwen in this one. First cameo appearance of Solace, the father of the Inheritors. First time Spider-Gwen, Silk and Spider-Woman appear together in the same scene, although they do not interact. First cameo appearance of the Spider-Man in US Comics. First cameo appearance of the Cowboy Spider-Man, later named Web-Slinger. Many cameo appearances of Spider characters including Iron Fist, Hulk, Human Torch, Kane, Uncle Ben, Wolverine, Venom, Deadpool, 1969 cartoon version, Tarzan, Warlock and more. It's the official beginning of the Spider-Verse event. Great book. I kept following it on with another beast of a book. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 10. £1. First appearance of Spider-Punk, aka Arachnid Spider-Man, an alternate reality version of Hobby Brown. We saw him into the second Into the Spider-Verse movie, which was a cracker. Again, do well to get that one under 30 quid. It's all listed, guys. Check out my eBay store. Again, you can see that in the posts in my community page. Picked up another nice one, £1. Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 12. First appearance of Leopardon in a comic book, a giant robot operated by Spider-Man, Superman. Originally came from a live-action 1970s Japanese TV show. Second appearance of the, second cameo appearance of the Web Slinger, and the partial cover appearance of Spider-Punk in the upper right corner, if you look closely. So another great book, again, around about a £15 book on a good day. And the final book was a bit of a miss, but I liked the cover. And that was Amazing Spider-Man 18.1. Just because the Kiss brought back memories of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie. And I'm sure I can get more than £1 for it anyway. So that's it, guys. That is the first haul from Tony. As you can see, there are some absolute bangers in there. Nothing £100 plus, but I've got a couple around the, well, I'd say quite a few of £20 to £50 range, which is lovely when you're paying £1 a piece. Thanks for your support. There'll be another haul coming shortly. I've got 2 more hauls lined up for you. Like I say, books everywhere. Business is good as well. Bye for now.